First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. You talk about this Lions defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so fourth from the bottom charts.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Trial of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and 3. Goff now looks to throw. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And here comes Abdullah on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. On play action. Now Garoppolo. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You talk about this Lions defense. Now they come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Garoppolo looks to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Lions' 11-yard line.
2nd down and a yard. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
13.
Garoppolo now. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off his sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Wow, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Williams, the man in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Third and 4. Here's Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Abdullah to return. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here we go. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
I think this one went a while very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
2 for 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
2 for 1.
Gibbs on the toss left. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. To throw is Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
2.
Gibbs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action, Garoppolo. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down and 4. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. third down, here comes Jacobs. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
21. Here we go.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
13.
Jacobs. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. On the sneak is Garoppolo. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. No timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. A little jerk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
From the 50, it's Goff. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 50 yards. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. It's ready to start this next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A nice carry by Jacobs, who's coming off a career year. Just when it seemed like Vegas may have been ready to move on from him. Led the NFL with over 1,600 yards and was more than deserving of his first All-Pro selection.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That is caught on the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 9. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Steps away. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 3rd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. Throw caught by Mayer. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Omaha.
Here's Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that home partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The kick by Carlson is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Raiders are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly probably had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
65.
Now Garoppolo.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams
with a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because...
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And they will only
only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This to make it a 3-score game late. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right? They just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
Here we go, here we go.
I am so confused right now.
This is 1st and 10.
Jacobs now. Oh, what a move. 84 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. 40 yards.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. Shrugs him off. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Garoppolo. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
It's on second down, but this one is incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So it's a win here for the Lions. And the guy who spearheaded things was their quarterback, and that's Jared Goff.
Yeah, he had a great night throwing the football. Wound up with 3 touchdown passes for the game. And his leadership, it really showed through in this one.
So for the Lions, it